How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul TCG, and welcome back to Hoenn Route 103, located about halfway between Kanto and Johto. Just take my word on it. It's a fact. Look it up if you don't believe me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with some more of our ShinyLocke. As you can see on the bottom right of the screen, we have 8,301 encounters here, and no shiny in all of that time. I really hope we get that shiny sometime. Sometime, please. Anyway, music in the background is by GlitchX City. Any donations I get during this live stream will go towards new computer parts. I don't have a goal anymore, but that's where all the money goes to, so I'll be able to stream other stuff, including Switch games. That's where all the money goes. And also let me know how the audio is all balanced out right now, if you can hear the background music fine, if I need to turn it up, whatever. So just let me know. It's a learning experience for everyone. Anyway, I do have the chat open so I can see everyone's comments. Unlike when I was streaming Battlefront, I will actually be able to see you guys and respond to as many comments as possible this time around. So feel free to leave a comment, maybe questions, whatever, and I'll try my best to read them. It has to happen today, it just has to. I hope so, Crystal, because I've been looking for this thing for months. Months and months and months. I just want to move on in life. I want to go on to other things. I want to stream other games. Guess we'll just have to see if that day is today, or if it is later than today. I really hope it's today. Let's see, what's my favorite color? My favorite color is green. What would I do if the shiny dies? I really hope it doesn't, but if it does, then I'll reset that counter and start over. Because the rule of the ShinyLocke is I need to get a shiny on every single route. It's not good enough to just see it, I need to catch it too. Will I do Pokemon Gold Virtual Console? No, I'm not planning on getting those games on Virtual Console. Frankly, because I already have them on cartridge, and I just finished Silver not that long ago. Well, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks before they were released on Virtual Console, so I don't have a reason to get them all over again when I've already beaten the real thing. It was so refreshing having the Battlefront streams. Well, I'd love to stream more stuff, that's why I'm saving up for a new computer, so I'll be able to stream Switch games. I was hoping to have my computer done at the end of this month so I could do Mario Odyssey, but unfortunately I need a new motherboard and I don't have the funds to get it, so it is what it is. With any luck I'll get it next month though. My goal now is to have it done in time for the Pokemon-a-thon next month. So yeah. What would I do if the new Pokemon game on Switch turns out to be a Minions crossover? Well, I sincerely doubt that that would happen. But if it were to happen, I would probably throw my Switch out the window and forget I ever had it. Why do I have to get a shiny on every single route? Because that's my rule for the ShinyLocke. I have to catch a shiny on every route, and I cannot progress in the game until I get a shiny on every route. And area, like if I go into a cave or whatever, I need to get a shiny there too. Or if you can fish in the middle of a city, then that counts too. Is Texas a country? No, it's a city. Everyone knows that. Texas is a city. So we're past double shiny odds. Yep, double was at 8192. We are over 100 past that. Please let there be a shiny at some point. Have I seen the Super Mario Odyssey musical? No, I didn't. I know all about it, but I didn't see it. How many of you have seen the Porgs? How many of you saw the Porgs in the new trailer for The Last Jedi? And if you skipped The Last Jedi trailer, which I don't blame you at all if you want to stay spoil-free, at least have you seen the Porgs that I posted on my Twitter? Me dressed up in my Stormtrooper costume holding Porgs. They are adorable. What was the song at the beginning of the stream? It was the Battle Frontier remix by GlitchX City. All the songs in the background are by GlitchX City during the stream, so a link to her channel is in the description of the stream if you want to go check her out. Highly recommend it. She makes the best Pokemon remixes. That's fine, AC. Thanks for being in here anyway. I have plenty of people in here who are mods, and they are doing a great job, so yes. So don't worry, you can take a break today. Out of all, who is my best friend? Oh, my best friend is actually Sadaze. I mean, you're supposed to marry your best friend, right? I mean, there's so many, like, rest in peace, he's been friend zoned, but that just makes sense to me. Shouldn't you marry your best friend? That, I mean, why wouldn't you? Why else would you marry someone? And especially if you want for that marriage to last. What do I think about Sony hating crossplay? It doesn't come as a surprise to me because crossplay, I mean, Sony's #1 in the gaming business right now, right? They sold more PS4s than Xbox Ones and Switches and Wii U's combined. So why should they enable crossplay for their games and thus give you an excuse to go ahead and buy their competitors' consoles? That's where they're coming from, and from that point of view, I understand it. I don't agree with it. I think they should enable crossplay, but for them, I understand where they're coming from. What if you have no friends? Who do you marry then? You ain't marry no one. You're gonna die alone. How long did it take to get that shiny Trico? Like 700 encounters, not that long. Definitely way less than this. How long do I think it'll take for the entire Locke playthrough? I don't know. I've been streaming like 2 or 3 days a week practically since March for this route, and I haven't gotten it yet. So, man, I don't even know. I'm going to guess like 2 or 3 years. That's going to be my official guess. Because that I'll finish this in like 2020. Do I think this will be the stream? Well, I certainly hope so. I really, really hope so. I'm tired of being on this stupid route. You'll just marry your stuffed alligator. That actually sounds adorable, a stuffed alligator. Do I have Destiny 2? No, I do not. I have Destiny 1 and I haven't even put it into my PS4 yet. I'm so lazy with that. Yeah, Caleb, unfortunately the processor I got was not an i7. Turns out motherboards are built only to accommodate either Intel or AMD processors. And the motherboard that I already have in my possession, only accepts AMD processors. So I ended up going with an AMD Ryzen processor. And guess what? It turns out that's actually too powerful for my motherboard, so I need to buy a new motherboard to accommodate that new that new processor from AMD that I got to accommodate my old motherboard. It's such a... Computers are stupid, you know that? Whatever. Anyway. Do I know how to travel in time? You need your Switch. Well, honestly, Switches shouldn't be that hard to find these days. I mean, if you were to go to Target, like, the last 3 times I've been to Target, they've always had some Switches in stock, so it's not that hard. Well, at least I have a processor. Well, to be specific, I have a processor in the mail on its way here. It should be here tomorrow. That's fine, Joey. I appreciate everyone just wanting to donate, but you can't. But you know what? Just even being here and watching my videos, you're already supporting my channel way more than YouTube gives you credit for. Just going to my channel and watching my videos, especially the ones that don't have many views compared to the other ones, that alone helps me. So thank you so much for that. What's my favorite common Pokemon? I'd like to say Rattata. I don't know what it is, but I think it's actually a little adorable. And I think it's kind of cool that there's so many Pokemon that are purple in color, but there's not that many purple animals like in real life. So I think Rattata being one of the most common Pokemon, but it's purple, I think that just makes it sort of a little more unique. Sad there's no Walmart where you live. I've been to a few places in the world where there aren't Walmarts. It's odd. Could I play Snipper Clips? If not, why not? Well, I've already played Snipper Clips on my own, and I've already completed the game. There's really no point in recording a video of it. I think that'd be pretty boring. Maybe I would stream it one day, but I'm incapable of streaming a Switch right now with my current PC. That's why I'm building a new one. The Snipper Clips Plus is coming out physically for the Switch later, so maybe if I have a working PC, then maybe I'll stream it and show it off for you guys. I don't know, we'll see. Am I going to do an amiibo hunting video for the Odyssey amiibo? No, I'm not, because I've already pre-ordered those. I pre-ordered all the amiibo that are coming out, except for the Shovel Knight amiibo, which haven't gone up for pre-order yet. So basically everything, every amiibo coming out that can be pre-ordered, I have pre-ordered. So there's I don't know why you're telling me that, Badger. I don't understand why that's such an important thing for you to tell me. Anyway, am I sad about Toys R Us going through bankruptcy? They're going through Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which basically means that they're trying to default on some of their loans, but they'll still stay in business. So it's not as big of a deal as it's made out to be, as it sounds. Lots of companies go through Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and then they come out of it just fine, stronger than ever. Maybe Toys R Us will be one of those companies. We'll see. The chance for Route 103 shinies is so unfair. Well, I mean, every single one of these Pokemon has the exact same chance of being a shiny, 1 in 4,096. Those are the odds of every single one of these being a shiny. So, compared with previous games, that's not bad. It used to be a random Pokemon had the chance of twice that. They cut it in half beginning in Generation 6 to make it that much easier to find a shiny. So theoretically, my odds of finding a shiny now are twice what would happen if I were to search Route 103 in the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Actually, Emerald has this sort of quirk where its shininess, the shininess of the Pokemon is actually based off of how the game starts, and a random number generator associated with the minute the game begins, and that affects the shinies for the entire rest of the game. So Emerald's like the worst game ever to shiny hunt stuff for, because you can't do soft resets. You have to do random encounters, which is what I'm doing here. But still, it's just completely unfair to do that. So Ruby and Sapphire is the the games to shiny hunt for, and Fire Red, Leaf Green. It's just Emerald. Don't shiny hunt in Emerald unless you go through the extra steps required to prepare yourself. There are a lot of extra steps. What were the 100% rewards again? I'm afraid I don't understand the question, Joester. 100% rewards for what? Will I play Cuphead at all? I've been told by plenty of people that I need to play it, and it looks like the kind of game I would enjoy. Maybe I will, I don't know. It's a lot of, like, if I were to play it, I'd play it on Xbox, not on my PC. I don't know. I have a hard time justifying buying digital games. I always prefer physical releases whenever possible. Will I do everything wrong with Pokemon I Choose You? At this point, I've decided no, I will not. Mainly because Show Pro has taken down over half of my of those videos that I've already made. Like, I think there's maybe 5 or 6 left. That's it. They've taken down all the rest of them. And so I don't dare do another one just because I'm sure they would take that down. Now, to be clear, my channel does not have any copyright strikes. It doesn't even have copyright claims. It's just Show Pro has matched their content with my videos and have taken those videos down so that no one can see them. I don't want to go through that anymore. Those videos had their run. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with how they were. It's time to just leave them and move on. That means not doing any more from here on out. I was on the fence about doing everything wrong with Pokemon I Choose You anyway, because it's not tied in with the rest of the series. It's a reboot. So already it felt like it would just be unfair to do it. So, I don't know. I just... combined with how ShowPro has been treating, it looks like not just me, but everyone these days, and how... Well, YouTube is just a sucky place to be right now anyway, but... long story short, no, I won't be doing everything wrong with I Choose You. I'm going to go watch the movie in the theater, I'm going to enjoy it, and I will not critique it at all here on my channel. I might not even do a review of it, I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I'll just come home, sit in front of the blue screen, record my initial thoughts, but as far as, like, reviewing it proper, I don't think I will. I'm just going to leave it as it is, and keep up with my Well, honestly, keep up with my Splatoon content. That's what most people are on my channel for anyway these days. Do I prefer the Pro Controller or Joy-Cons? Almost always I prefer the Pro Controller, but I do love collecting all the Joy-Con colors. I have all the Joy-Cons so far. I'm trying to remember where I pre-ordered the Joy-Cons for Super Mario Odyssey. I know I pre-ordered them from somewhere, but can't find a record of it anywhere. I love collecting the Joy-Cons. They look so pretty. It's so fun to collect them, like collecting Nintendo 64 color controllers, stuff like that. But as far as actually playing games, I prefer the Pro Controller, because then my left Joy-Con won't disconnect randomly. Have I ever played Roblox? No, I have not. You actually miss my booster box openings? Yeah, I kind of do as well, but the last time I opened up a booster box was for the Evolution set. I wasn't into it. Everyone could tell I wasn't into it. They hated the video. I hated making the video. Just opening up these packs, knowing that I wasn't going to keep the cards, because I just had zero interest. So, like, I just don't think it's fair to my viewers to keep opening up a product that I have completely lost interest in. I think the cards are pretty, but to me it's not as exciting anymore to pull rare cards, because it's gotten to the point where if you don't pull a rare card, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to feel like you've been swindled. You know, when I first started the TCG again, it was 2010. Next Destinies had just come out. You got 2 EXs and a full art in a box. Sometimes you got a second full art. Sometimes you got a shiny. You never knew. You were always like so excited to get a booster box and see what the few rare cards were that you were going to get. Now you get what? 10, 12 in a box, sometimes more. There's just no fun to it anymore. If you don't pull an EX or a full art, or what did they have? Rainbow Rares, GXs, all that stuff. If you don't pull that from a pack now, you feel completely disappointed. And I just don't enjoy collecting, much less opening packs anymore if there's not much fun to it anymore. That's just how I feel about it. That's why I'm not doing the TCG anymore on my channel, because I completely lost interest. And the one time I tried to make a video after I'd lost interest, people knew. People are not stupid. Never treat people like they're stupid. If you're going to be like, I can get away with just pretending I'm into it, people are smart. They'll see you're not really into it, okay? That's the big thing about YouTube, is they think that people are stupid. YouTube assumes that they know what's better for... They know what's best for the people who watch YouTube videos rather than the people themselves figuring it out on their own. That's why YouTube sucks so much right now. Which I could go into, but I'll spare you, so you're welcome. Do I still accept fan mail and fan gifts? I do, absolutely, but ever since I stopped Fan Mail Friday, I have only gotten like 2 things from fans in the mail, and both of them are within the last month. I got, well, Sagasi sent me some bath bombs, which was awesome, and someone else sent me a red Pokemon X and Y 3DS XL. That's, you know, I can't make fan mail videos if I don't get fan mail. I mean, I'm not mad at people who stopped sending me stuff, but it just was coincidental that the last Fan Mail Friday video I did was basically the last time I got fan mail. So, yeah. Do I like Animal Crossing? Never played it. If I weren't doing YouTube, what would I be doing? I don't know what I would be doing, like, realistically. What I'd like to do is work with films, you know, movies. I'd love to be an actor. That's my all-time big dream. Between that and being an astronaut. But, you know, Hollywood is so competitive. You need to do so much stuff, and there's just no point in even trying to do that. I don't know what I would want to do if I wasn't doing YouTube. It's gotten to the point where I have to actually, like, seriously consider my options. Because if YouTube doesn't fix their site within like a year, I genuinely think I'm not going to be able to afford staying a YouTuber. I'm going to have to switch to something else. What that something else might be, I have no idea. Did I ever play ARMS on the Switch? I played the test punches. I haven't played the game yet. Oh, this is my favorite Glitch X City remix, by the way, for anyone who's wondering. My favorite legendary Pokemon is Latias. How many viewers are on right now? About 66. We were at 78 a few minutes ago, but they're all gone now. I'm sure me talking about how I'm not getting mail from you guys sort of turned them off from watching, but whatever. Anyone know how to fix your tab? Yeah, just stop using it. They're not paying me anyway. It's not worth it. Like, they gave me my first paycheck like 3 days late, and then they never paid me again. There's like $500 worth of money that they haven't sent me yet, and they won't answer my emails, and I've just sort of given up on them. So just delete TAD from your phone. There's no point in using it anymore. What's my favorite Mario RPG? Well, the only Mario RPG in the strictest sense, well, I guess there's also Paper Mario, but there's also Super Mario RPG. Honestly, I haven't really played any of those. My favorite Mario game is Super Mario Galaxy 2. That's not technically that's not an RPG, that's a platformer. Never played Super Mario RPG. I played the original Paper Mario on N64 way long ago. I hardly even remember it. It had to have been 20 years ago or more that I played it. Well, not more, but it was a long time ago. Like before I was 8, a long time ago. And I've never played any other Paper Mario games, so I honestly don't have an answer to that. What's my opinion on the iPhone 10? I think it's stupid. I don't understand how Apple can get away with charging a $1,000 phone that'll be obsolete in 2 years, but people are going to buy it anyway, and it's going to sell out a record amount, like it always does. I just don't understand that. My phone costs $150. I paid for it in full in cash, and I spend like $30 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. I don't understand why people let Apple get away with charging $1,000 for a phone that you pay off like $60, $70 a month for 2 full years, and it'll be obsolete after that time. I just don't understand that. It's not me hating Apple. It's not me being an Android fanboy or anything. I just don't know why people let Apple get away with that. You know it doesn't cost them that much to make those phones, so why do you let them charge that much to sell those phones? That's my argument with that. Besides, for $1,000, you can buy literally every single main series Pokemon game with money left over. I'd rather spend my $1,000 on that. I'd rather spend my $1,000 on a ton of other things, not a phone. I could spend $1,000 on a legit PC. I think that's what I spent on this PC I'm streaming to you guys on right now. Why would I spend that on a phone when I could get a computer that's so much better than that? I'm going to stop my my argument there, but you get the point. What's my username on Splatoon 2 and 1? Skul, S-K-U-L. Vampires or werewolves? I haven't decided yet. It's actually dependent on my friends and what they pick. Because, as you know, Splatfest you can actually play with friends now, but you need to have 4 friends in order to play Splatfest together, which I think is stupid. I don't see why it can just be 3 and they find another random one, but whatever. And you all need to be on the same team. So, I'm working with my friends right now to figure out which of them is going to be on more... Which one of the teams they're already pledged to more, and I'll just go with that one. I want to be with werewolves, but if all my friends are on vampires, then I'll be on vampires. What happened to the donation goal? I don't have it on this stream just because, frankly, I'm getting my motherboard regardless. The processor I've actually already bought, paid for. It'll be here tomorrow. I still need to buy my motherboard and like 16 gigs of RAM, something like that. I'm probably missing some stuff as well, but I'm already dedicated myself to getting those next month. It's just, if you wish to donate, the money goes towards that, but there's no goal anymore because I'm getting them regardless. So, yeah, that I hope that I explained that fairly enough. What do I think of the Clown Ultra Beast? You mean the one that can take off its own head? I think that's weird. What's my opinion on LEGO Worlds? Well, what little I played of it, I actually did enjoy it quite a bit. Like, if you're looking for, like, a nice building game, like a sandbox sort of game, LEGO Worlds is a really good one to go for. People who choose werewolves are furries. Okay, that's racist. That's like saying if you like watermelons, you must be black. Yeah? Doesn't sound so good now, does it? Do I think there will ever be a Pearl and Marina amiibo set? I think there will be. I just don't think we'll get it until next year, because it took the Squid Sisters about that long to get their amiibo. I think it'll take Pearl and Marina about that long to get theirs. Do I like cats? No, but I have a cat. He's my wife's cat, not mine, so there, that explains that. My favorite evolution is Sylveon. Okay, I don't know how long I want to go. I'm not a furry, okay? I don't know how long I want to go today. I'm thinking like 8,500 just because that's a nice round number, but we're almost halfway there. I don't know, we'll see. How's it going? It's going well, Ethan. I had a pretty good day today. I haven't recorded tomorrow's video yet, but that won't take much time at all, so yeah. Of course, The Last Jedi trailer just came out a few days ago, and I'm super hyped for that film. And also Porgs! So. My favorite Pokemon is Helioptile. Yeah, I'm allergic to cats too. I'm allergic to most things with hair. Do I like UB adhesive? I don't know. I think it's fine. Most of the Ultra Beasts I just flat out have no opinion for one way or the other. The exception is Pheromosa, which I think looks awesome. And Nihilego, I sort of lean more towards I like it. But like those are frankly the only two I have any opinions on whatsoever. My favorite food is macaroni and cheese. How many hours have I spent on Route 103? I don't even want to know. Do I like Magic the Gathering? Not really. I know how to play it, but I've never really been a big fan of it. Did I get the Shujin sauce from McDonald's? Nope. No, I did not. I had no interest in it. Didn't even know it was a thing until after everyone started complaining they couldn't get it. I don't care. I just go to McDonald's, get my French fries, and I'm happy. My favorite type of Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon type is Fairy type. For every Pokemon main series game, it costs around $641. Well, I'm just thinking, like, if you were to buy them, you know, new in box off the store shelf, that's like $40 a game for most of them. Some of them are a little cheaper than that. It comes out to $940. I did the math a while ago. You got 29 games to go after, including Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. 30 if you want to count Pokemon Green. I mean, hey, you know, 30 times $40 each, that's $1,200. So obviously it's going to be a little cheaper than that. If you just make it 29 times $40 each, then yeah, whatever. Have I seen the Super NES high tops? I don't think I have. I don't know what you're talking about. What would I feel about Helioptile and Sylveon Fusion fan art? I'd like to see that. I probably would not prefer to, like, for that to be a thing, but I would like to see someone's art of it anyway. I think that it would be interesting looking art, as long as it's just fan art and not an actual, like, official thing that Nintendo makes. When is the Team Bucket shirt coming out? Around Christmas time. I'll make sure to make it in so that you'll get it in time for Christmas. What made me start YouTube videos? Honestly, like, I just watched other people's videos and it looked like fun. So I just plopped down one day, started opening up booster packs in front of the camera, and just went on from there. I just had a whole lot of fun with it. When's my guess for the encounters before I find a shiny? I thought that it was going to be like around the 3,000 range, so obviously I'm super wrong. Do I play sports? Nope. What's my favorite sport? Volleyball. I mean, it's not football or basketball or soccer or baseball, but volleyball. I love volleyball so much. It's the one sport I'm actually good at, and the one that I actually enjoy watching. When's my birthday? My birthday is in June. Actually, Pokemon isn't an anime. Well, the TV show is. It is an anime TV show. If you're being attacked by Wild Nidoking and only have 2 Pokemon to pick in a split second, who would I choose? Kanto, Raticate, or Mightyena? Probably Raticate because it can learn Surf. That's probably it. Let's see. Don't know if I like a girl because I don't want to carry out a relationship because she is a friend and I don't want to ruin it, but she's so pretty and nice. Any advice? Nope. No, I have no advice. Like, when I first met Sadeze, we just were like good friends for months. We met in August. I asked if she wanted to start dating me in November, and she said yes, and we've been together ever since. And this was 9 years ago, 2008. She was my first girlfriend, basically the first crush I ever had, and nothing's really changed since then. So I'm not good with advice on how to approach girls. Do I like roleplay? I guess it depends. If I say a bad word on stream, will I bleep it? I'm not going to say a bad word on stream. I'm really good at keeping my mouth all nice and clean. And that's not just on stream, it's in real life, and that's why it's so easy to keep my mouth all nice and clean during stream. It's because I don't swear in real life, so I don't swear on stream because I don't do it in real life. Who lives in a pineapple under sea? Squidward? It's my favorite scary movie. Well, I don't watch scary movies. I don't mean the series either. I don't watch horror films at all. I just like... Frankly, I don't want to go to sleep at night and have those images stuck in my head. I'd rather think nice, happy thoughts. So I really try and control what I see so that that's not it. Thinking of Battlefront streams? Well, I didn't swear during any of those. I came really close, but whatever. What's my opinion on Pokemon Go? I love Pokemon Go. I've caught about all the Pokemon that I can in my area, so I don't play it that often, but whenever I travel, I play it obsessively. I love it. I think it's a whole lot of fun. It's my favorite video game ever is Pokemon Silver. Like, not even just Pokemon. Pokemon Silver is my favorite video game of all time. I can't tell you why. I just love it so much. In my opinion, it's the best Pokemon games ever. Gold, Silver, Crystal. Like, even better than the remakes Heart Gold, Soul Silver. There's just something about them that I absolutely love. What's my favorite Pokemon spin-off game? Does Pokemon Stadium count? Powerpuff Girls versus Dexter's Lab. Which one's better? Powerpuff Girls. Easy peasy. Not even a contest. Squid Sisters are Off the Hook. Well, Off the Hook is awesome, don't get me wrong, but nothing will ever top the original Squid Sisters. Well, Kanto, that's awesome. Actually, if you had a Japanese 3DS or 2DS or something, you could play those. And, of course, you can pick your language in those games, so you can play them in English if you wanted. You would, like I said, you would need a Japanese 3DS system of some kind in order to play them, but you know, there you go. That it's nice to know that even if you were to get the games in Japanese, they can still play in English if you have a way of playing them. So that's awesome. I hope you find a nice place to display those anyway. What was my very first memory of Pokemon? The night of its premiere in the United States. I saw the premiere episode, which was Battle Aboard the St. Anne, and I fell in love with it so much. And then I found out there's a whole TV series, there's all these video games, there's the trading card game, there's all this stuff, and I just became completely absorbed in it all, and I was just 6 years old. That's it. That's all. That's how old I was. Actually, I'm getting a new 2DS XL next month as well. I really shouldn't. I have, I think, 4 3DSs now. I have this one that I'm streaming to you guys with. This is a real 3DS. I'm not emulating the game. I have a 3DS plugged into my computer so I can play this for you guys. I have my original Pokemon X and Y 3DS XL. I have the red variant of that, thanks to a fan. And I have the Samus-themed new 3DS XL. So why is it that next month I'm getting the Pokeball-designed new 2DS XL? Your guess is as good as mine, but I love the design. I think $160 for it is fair price, and I really don't know why I'm getting a 5th 3DS, but I am, so... Am I going to buy the new Mario game? Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe not as much as the rest of the world, but I am going to play it a lot, hopefully, and have a lot of fun. Am I going to feature other Patreon pledgers in videos besides Legacy? I might. I have already in the past a few times. I might in the future. I haven't decided yet. I guess it'll just depend on the situation, the game, whatever comes up. I'm not going to make promises, but I'm not ruling it out. I'm leaning more towards yes than no, but no promises either way. 3D Mario or 2D Mario? Honestly, I like 2D Mario more. Maybe it's because, like, it seems like everyone who grew up in the 80s during the NES, Super NES, the console wars, the bit wars, all that stuff, that was just a tiny bit ahead of my time. I was 4 when Mario 64 came out, so my first exposure to Mario was basically Mario 64, combined almost at the same time with the original Super Mario Brothers. To my recollection, I don't think I've ever played Mario 2, 3, or World. I've only played Yoshi's Island on the Game Boy Advance, which is it's basically an enhanced remake of it and not a port. I don't know, just overall, I'm not that big of a fan of Mario. I've always been way more into Pokemon, a little bit into Zelda, a lot more into Zelda now that Breath of the Wild's out. Mario I've played, but I've never gotten into. It's just, that's me and that's odd, which I know, I understand, it's just, that's how it is. Do I like Sonic or Mario? And on the flip side, I've always been a bigger fan of Sonic than Mario, even though, like, my first time I ever actually played Sonic, it was on the Game Boy Advance, when Sonic Advance 3 came out. My brother got that, I played it with him all the time. I didn't even know that Sonic was ever on a non-Nintendo console. I didn't have the concept of a non-Nintendo console outside of PlayStation until I was much older, and I started watching The Angry Video Game Nerd. I learned more from him on the history of video game consoles than I have in, like, almost anywhere else. And so, yeah, like, I'm just like the complete opposite of typical video game addicts. I like Sonic more than Mario. I hardly like Mario at all. I've been a Pokemon addict since I was 6. So, it's just all so weird being this way. When it comes to Odyssey cartridge or download, well, you better make sure you have an SD card big enough to download it if that's what you choose to do. I'm going to get the cartridge, obviously. Did I go to college? Yeah, I did. Wish I didn't, though. It was a waste. I went to college and for like 5 years. I was in college for 5 years, right? I only got enough credit for 2 because I kept switching my major. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I tried something and realized it wasn't what I wanted, and when I finally started getting big on YouTube, I realized, you know what? I'm just going to do YouTube. I don't want to do college anymore. I do want to go back to college someday and get a degree, but only when I actually find out something that I want to do, which I don't know yet. And frankly, I think you shouldn't go to college until you want to know what you want to do when you grow up. For most people, at the age of 16, 17, 18, yeah, that's a good age to know that. But I'm 25 and I still don't know. And I kind of resent the society we live in where you need to go to college to get a job at McDonald's. It's so frustrating. But yeah, so I did go to college. I didn't finish it, though. Sad as I did finish, she got a degree. It's sort of a specialized degree in rescue and relief. That's the name of her degree. She's basically trained to be a first responder for natural disasters and stuff like that. My favorite animal is a fox. My Splatoon videos are awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you think that. How many weeks have I been on this route already? It's not weeks, it's months, and I really don't know how long. It's been a long time. What does the fox say? 200 bucks a day, Fluff? 365 days a year since I was 12. That's what the fox says. Mod, speak up. Let me know you're still here. Oh my goodness, that took a while. Can I please play Breath of the Wild again? Well, it's not the sort of thing where I can really make a video on. Like, there's plenty of people who have already made way more interesting videos than I have. Chocolate Milk Gamer is one of them. Have you seen his Breath of the Wild videos? They're genius. They're amazing. I love watching those. I could never make anything like that. It's something that I would love to live stream, but again, I can't live stream with this PC I currently have. I'll need a new one. And when I get a new one, I'll be happy to stream Switch games all the time. In fact, part of my thought is maybe next year, if YouTube continues being poor, then maybe I'll just switch over to Twitch full-time and do that, if possible. It'll be incredibly difficult to earn the money over there that I'm earning over here right now, but it's something that I've been toying with. I could just stream Switch games like 4 or 5 days a week, consistently, different game every day of the week, and rotate them out, and I'm sure people would love to watch that. But can I earn money off of it? I don't know. We'll have to see. My favorite Mario character? Yoshi. Make a video of me playing violin? Oh, you don't want to watch that. You really don't want to watch that. Old Ash, easy. New Ash, I do not like at all. I do not like Ash, the new Ash at all in Sun and Moon. Am I going to find another sponsor to give me more money? I don't think so. I think once YouTube stops being a source of income for me, I'm done. I'm going to have to switch over to something else in real life. I don't want to think like that, because I love YouTube. It's the best job in the world. I really want to stick with it as long as possible. I'd like to say, even if it goes down, I'm going to go down with it. But the reality is, I rely on this website to give me money every month to live off of, and if it's no longer giving me enough to live off of, I'm going to need to go somewhere else. That's just the reality of life. How long I can stick with this, I don't know. Hopefully a while. I just don't know. It's something that I'm always thinking about. Something I'm always trying to think. If I wasn't doing YouTube, what would I be doing? And I don't have any answers. So hey, that means for now, I'm here. That means I'm here for at least for now, to stay. It's just something that I'm always thinking about in the back of my mind. When will a new Team B-Rush theme song come out? I don't know. I don't know. It's a work in progress. That's all I can say. If one of the Generation 1 starters got in Alolan form, which one would I like to be? If I could only pick one of them to get in Alolan form, it would probably be Squirtle. I think an Alolan Squirtle would be pretty interesting looking. Whereas Charmander and Bulbasaur are already interesting enough. I mean, don't get me wrong, Squirtle looks awesome, but when it comes down to it, it's just a blue turtle. I think an Alolan Squirtle would look pretty cool. But I think if they were to do an Alolan anything for the starters, they just pick up all three of them and make them all Alolan forms. I don't think any more Alolan forms are going to be in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I think it's just going to be what we have and some new Ultra Beasts, and that's going to be it. What do I recommend for inspiration while writing? I recommend listening to music. That's what gets me in the mood whenever I write. As some of you know, I write fan fiction sometimes. A link to it is, you know, I post it on Twitter whenever I post a new chapter in my Zootopia fan fiction. And music is what gets me in the mood like nothing else. I can be just like sitting in front of my computer trying to write a chapter and nothing comes to me. But then as start as I listening to some of my favorite songs, nice, soothing, inspirational, lyricless songs, what comes to mind is the soundtrack for Star Wars The Force Awakens. John Williams is an amazing composer. He's made some of the best, most recognizable music in film history. Just sitting down and listening to his inspiring music, that's all it takes for me to just get in the mood. The words come naturally to me, just flow out of my fingers onto the keyboard. And then before I know it, a few hours and 5,000 words have passed by. Music is what I recommend if you always need to be in the mood for something. Green Ninja, it is actually on fanfiction.net. I can actually probably link it to you guys real quick. Fuzz. Yeah, here you go. Here, I'm just going to link it to you guys right here if you guys want to read it. And of course, on fanfiction.net, if you click on my name there, then you can see the other fanfics I've written. I've written a Frozen one-shot and a complete Frozen story, and I'm working on a Balto story right now alongside this Zootopia one. I love writing. I've loved writing since I was 11, over half my life so far. I'd like to say I'm good at it, I just don't have much of an opportunity now outside of scripts for videos and sometimes fanfiction chapters. I love writing so much. Music is what gets me in the mood to write. Who would I ship Ash with? Lily, Mallow, or Lena? Not Lily. She's too precious to be stuck with a boy. Mallow, no, she's too old. So I guess Lena because she's the one who has a crush on him anyway. Hey, I mean, so if you like the music, then no one's going to bash you for that. They're making a shiny legendary set. Yeah, I saw that. And I hope you know that that's not Wizard of the Coast. I hope you know Wizards of the Coast hasn't touched anything Pokemon in over a decade. Hope you know that, shoe cake. Hope you know that. You want to see my reaction to a shiny? Well, don't worry. If I do find the shiny during any of my streams and you're not here to see it, I will be uploading the reaction to YouTube later. So just remember that. You're jamming the Squid Sister soundtrack. Well, it sounds like you already know what's queued up in case I find the shiny. Nice Battlefronting. Thank you. I'd like to say I'm good at Battlefront. I'm really looking forward to Battlefront 2, especially after getting to play the beta firsthand. Took me like 4 hours to get used to the controls and figure out what to do, but once I did, I got really good at that really fast. What's my favorite anime, not Avatar or Pokemon or any new ones? So, what's my favorite anime? Everything is off limits. Well, I can't answer that then, can I? Because you didn't leave anything left. What if I'm not recording when it happens? I only ever shiny hunt on live stream. So, every single live stream I leave archived on YouTube for anyone to watch who has a link to it. It's not public because I think that would clutter up my channel a little too bit, just seeing all these live streams of 2.5 hours of nothing happening. But they are unlisted, so if you have the link, you can watch them. So when I get the shiny, it'll be during one of these streams, and then I'll just save that stream, cut it down to the part where I find the shiny, and upload that as its own video that everyone can see. There you go. Calling it a 8439. Well, that's this one. I guess we'll see if you're right. You were wrong. What am I choosing for the Splatfest? I haven't decided yet. It's really going to be based off of what all the rest of my group decides. We need 4 people to be on a team for Splatfest. So, if at least 3 of them choose Werewolf, I would love to pick Werewolf. But if only 2 of them does and the rest pick Vampire, I'm going to have to go with Vampire just so then I can record the Splatfest and get some footage. We'll see. What's my favorite song with lyrics? Let It Go. How many months have I been hunting the shiny? I'd like to say since March or April. It's been a while. Obviously, I haven't been hunting like all day, every day like most shiny hunters do. But, you know, for 2 hours, 3 days a week, you'd think I would have gotten it by now. Yeah, basically, Crystal. Like, at some point, I think I'm just going to commit and say, you know what, I'm going to be Werewolf, and if not enough of you guys are Werewolf, then I'll get my Patreon pledgers, and we'll get some Werewolf footage going. Or even just record it for an hour and just post it as its own, you know, hour-long video like I used to do for Splatfest. But I think just recording with my friends is a whole lot more entertaining. What's my favorite game on the Switch? Breath of the Wild. You're going to go on a rant about Splatfest teams? I'd rather there not be any rants. I mean, I say that pretty hypocritically considering I rant about stuff all the time here. Trust me, I hate that I rant so much. I hate that I talk so much. It's one of my biggest flaws, is that I do talk. That I always feel the need to consistently talk, to constantly talk. To always have the last word, to always have the final say. That is a complaint of mine. So if that means going into rambling, I know when I ramble that I'm talking too much, but I just can't stop myself. It's pretty sad. Yeah, Dragon Chop, 1 in 4,096. So about that, yeah. So I'm over twice odds. Will I record Super Mario Odyssey? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Fine Brothers rants is needed. Well, I don't think there's anything that I can say that hasn't been said already. I think that they're stupid. So, that's all I need to say about that. Just hear what everyone else has said. That pretty much sums it up. Plus, that was like what, 2014? That was a long time ago. Now, trust me, I'm not going to watch the videos now because of how stupid they were back then, but it's still beating a dead horse. I'm okay with that, and I'm not okay with that. Life rants is needed. Nah, life is treating me pretty good. I don't need to rant. Because even though YouTube is pitiful, disgusting even, I am still a YouTuber. I'm still able to call this my job, at least for now. I'm going to New York in February. I'm able to afford things not only that I need, but also a lot of things I want. I really can't complain at all about how life is right now. I'm pretty happy. Wiz, what I do is I use an Elgato capture card. When I get my new PC, I'll probably upgrade it to a 60 FPS capable one. But yeah, I use an Elgato capture card for mine. It costs like $100. Then, of course, you need a PC that's capable of using it to record. And then also, you need to be able to edit it together. It's not cheap being a YouTuber. Especially if you want nice, clear, nice, high-quality stuff. Let's see. So I need a new motherboard. What else do I need for my new computer? As far as I know, the only other things I need are 16 gigs of RAM, because I don't think that my current RAM sticks will work on that. And I'll need an installation disk for Windows 10. But as far as I know, that's it. Also, a sound driver. Not sound driver, wow. A sound card. But I think the one on this computer I can just use for that. There's a lot of things in this computer that I'll be able to use. The DVD drive, the internal drive. By the internal drive, I mean the internal storage. I think there's like a terabyte of storage inside this. The DVD drive, like I said. Hopefully the sound card. But everything else, as far as I know, all I need is a motherboard, 16 gigs of RAM, and the Windows 10 installation disk. That's it. Inevitably, when I put everything together, I'll find out there's something I'm missing, but hopefully not. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully I'll turn it on and it'll be right the first time. Has it really already been an hour? It sure looks like it. Looks like it's been more like an hour, a minute and a half. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, what editing software do I use? I use Sony Vegas version 13.0. It costs $600, but it's worth every penny. So, the thing is, like, the motherboard's going to cost like $150. The RAM is going to cost, I think, 50. I don't know. It's either 50 or 100. I need to look at the fine print. And then Windows 10 is going to cost another, what, $10? Not that expensive. Yeah, Precious. Just send it to skulshirtogoltcg@gmail.com. Or if you have a Twitter, just tweet it to me there, @shirtogoltcg. Did I say 600? No, I said the motherboard will be 150. The RAM is either going to be 50 or 100. I don't know which one. I'd have to guess. It's probably going to be 100. And then the Windows 10 installation disk is 10. So it'll be like $250, which I know is a lot of money, but that's all that's standing between me and a high-quality gaming PC. I don't know. I really hope that it's all done next month. But like I said, inevitably, once I plug everything in and turn the computer on, I'm going to realize I missed something. Oh, for the editing program. Yeah, 600, 600, as in 100 times 6. Because I got it legally and not illegally, like so many other YouTubers I know who not only are very clear about it, but even brag about it sometimes to me. I got it for free. Why'd you pay money? Because I'm not a criminal. That's why. When am I going to stop? I don't know. I think I might just stop at 8,500, so 60 from now. I'm sorry, 40 from now. Can I do Roblox? I am uninterested in Roblox. No, it's always thanks to Nintendo. You guys are doing it wrong. It doesn't matter who's responsible. It's always Nintendo's fault. How hard is it to get a shiny? The odds are 1 in 4,096, so I'm over twice over odds. When is there going to be a hide-and-seek? I just uploaded one yesterday. I literally just posted one yesterday, like 36 hours ago. Even if Sega does what Nintendo... Or Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Well, then you blame Nintendo for when things go wrong on the Genesis. Because Genesis does. Genesis does. Genesis don't. They do. They does. There you go. Okay. You're calling the shiny at 8499? I guess we'll see if you're right. I really want to get the shiny this stream. There's still 35, 36 chances left. Surely that's enough. Which one of you is named Shirley, by the way? What's my favorite space fact? I can name all 24 people who have gone to the moon and all 12 of them who landed, including in what mission order. Which I think is pretty fun fact to remember. Your school's trying to ban Nintendo Switches due to them being popular. Well, I mean, a school is where you go to learn, not to play games. When I was in school, they had to ban Pokemon cards because people were, well, it wasn't a gambling thing. Like, I know plenty of schools who did ban them because it was a gambling sort of thing. But they banned Pokemon cards because we were always out in the hall trading cards and playing the game and not in class learning stuff. So, yeah. When am I going to get another donation goal up? When I have something to save up for. Right now, everything that you are donating to, I'm getting anyway. So it's not like once I hit that money, once I hit that goal, I'll buy it. I'm buying it. And if you wish to donate in the meantime, the money takes off a bit of that. That's how it is. So after I get my computer, I'll honestly, like when I get after I get my computer, I'll just start putting up probably random stuff for you guys to donate towards. Maybe a new camera. Maybe a new webcam, maybe a new microphone, maybe the Elgato 60 FPS, that sort of thing. But until then, the money all goes towards my computer, which I'm getting anyway. So that's how I feel. Feel free to donate. Just know that there's no set goal anymore. It's just going to the same place that I'm getting it anyway. Would I play Tomodachi Collection sequel if it came to Switch? Probably. I don't know. They banned Pokemon cards at your school in 2nd grade. I never went to 2nd grade. I skipped it. I went from 1st straight to 3rd. When can we expect the Pokemon Stream Marathon? The Pokemon-a-thon is going to be in late November. I don't have the dates yet, but I'm working on it. It'll probably be after Thanksgiving is when I'll start. Or American Thanksgiving, 4th Thursday in November. So just looking at my calendar real quick. The 4th Thursday in November is the 23rd, so I'll probably start on Sunday, November 26th, is my guess. The next one's a shiny guaranteed. Well, I guess we'll see. What is my favorite pet? Well, I only have one pet. My favorite pet was actually a border collie dog that I had named Norma. She's dead now. She died this year. But I have a cat now who I'm not the biggest fan of because I don't like cats. Oh, that wasn't a shiny. How long has this been going on? Today? Like, it's just a hair over an hour. Like, an hour and 9 minutes, something like that. Pika! If I had $1 million, what would I spend it on? I'd pay off all my debt. Because even though I went to college for 5 years and didn't get a degree, I still have all that debt to pay off. Oh, man. And then I would buy a ticket to fly on Spaceship 2 into space. That's what I would do. And I'd probably buy one for Sadeze so she could go with me. And then the rest I'd probably just put into savings. Yeah, Pokemaster. Unfortunately, people don't really like watching these streams. If it was Splatoon, I guarantee I'd be like at 300, 400 people watching. But this is Pokemon. People don't care about Pokemon on my channel. They just care about Splatoon. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just go to 8,500. Apple or orange? I don't know. It depends on my mood. I guess oranges overall. That's my opinion on Xenoblade. Never played the games, but I'm super looking forward to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Everything I've seen from it so far, it just looks like it's going to be a fun game. My favorite Pokemon is Helioptile. Clash of Clans or Clash Royale? I have no opinion on either of those. Thoughts on The Last Jedi trailer? Well, for those of you who haven't seen it, I won't spoil it for you, but I will say, 1, I love the Porg, and 2, it just got me that much more excited to see the film. Like, I cannot explain how hyped I was to see The Force Awakens in 2015. Unlike a lot of people who are jerks, I love The Force Awakens. It's my favorite Star Wars film. I loved it the first time I saw it. I loved it the next 6 times I saw it in the theater. I've loved it every single time I've seen it since then on home video. I love The Force Awakens so much. Leading up to it, remember, the first trailer for that came out 13 months before the film came out, which is a year and a month beforehand. From that minute on, I was so hyped to see the film. With every new trailer they dropped, I was hyped. The final trailer for it came out October 21, and it was all I could do to not go insane during the next 2 months until the film came out. Rogue One, which was last year's Star Wars film, I wasn't as hyped for. I was excited for it. I was interested in it, but when it was about to come out, like, I didn't even see it opening night. I saw it 3 days later. I saw it on Sunday. And I saw it in this IMAX theater, and my friend thought, let's get front row seats so we can see everything. Have you ever been to a theater? Have you ever gotten front row seats at a movie theater? It's not good for you. It's horrible. He is not a very smart man. So that was my first showing of it. Then I didn't see it again later until a week after, around Christmas time, when I took my family to see it. That's, like, I love that film. I think it's a good film. But I wasn't as excited for it as I was for The Force Awakens. So here we are with The Last Jedi. The final trailer just dropped. I'm hyped for it now. I wasn't as hyped as The Force Awakens, but I'm much more hyped than I was for Rogue One. On a scale of 1 to 10, where Rogue One is a 1 and Force Awakens is a 10, I'm like a 7 or an 8 for The Last Jedi. I'm super excited for it. I have my tickets for opening night. I cannot... It's going to be awesome. I'm probably just not as hyped for it because we've had Star Wars the past 2 years in a row. When The Force Awakens came out, we hadn't had it in over a decade. So that's probably the only difference there. So anyway, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you see the photo shoot that I did last night where I got into my First Order Stormtrooper outfit and took a lot of pictures with my Porg plush, which is adorable. So if you guys want to go check those out, please feel free. I just got in front of my blue screen with my Stormtrooper. I held the Porg in all sorts of fun ways. It was awesome. I'm super looking forward to The Last Jedi. The trailers have gotten me intrigued. They've gotten me curious. I can guess how the plot will go. I'd be happy to be wrong. I'd be happy to be right. I couldn't feel that way with Rogue One. Because with Rogue One, you knew what was going to happen. You knew. Everyone's going to die. They're going to get the plans to the Death Star. That's the whole point of the film. The Last Jedi, we don't have a clue what's going to happen. I've avoided spoilers. The only things I know about the film are from officially released pictures and the 2 trailers we have. That is it. And I hope that's all I know going into it, because if what I know now is it, I'm going in basically way more blind than I was for The Force Awakens. For that one, I had almost spoiled the whole film for myself. I knew almost everything except that Rey was secretly a Jedi, or that she had the Force anyway, and a few other like nitbits that didn't really affect the plot that much. The Last Jedi, I know nothing, and I like it that way. I like being able to go in blind and just see the thing unravel in front of me and just figure out what's going on as the movie comes, instead of sort of knowing what's going to come next. So anyway, like I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm hyped for The Last Jedi at about an 8. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Do I find it odd that your 2 favorite films are The Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith? No, not at all. Actually, I'm one of those people who doesn't like who doesn't mind the prequels. I mean, they're not great films, but I like them. I like watching them. I actually think that The Phantom Menace is the best out of all 3 of them. Just because it's the one that feels closest to the original Star Wars. It's mostly built on real sets. It's shot with film instead of a digital camera. It just felt the closest to the original Star Wars trilogy than the other 2, like, in terms of looks. Okay, well, obviously we should stop talking about Star Wars now, because Crystal hasn't seen it, I guess. Sorry. I am so sorry. I guess my sense of spoilers has, or trying to keep spoiler-free, sort of ended, because the movie came out 2 years ago. But yeah, I mean, there are still some people who haven't seen it yet. Can I do an impression of a porg? Oh, I could do better than that. Hold on. Here, can you hear this? There, how's that? My porg plush talks, so that's what I did. I just went over there and had it start talking. If at first you don't succeed, give up. That's correct. All of you should know that by now. If you don't succeed, yeah. Oh yeah, Crystal, I mean, definitely give the other films a watch. I mean, there's plenty of people who have seen Star Wars and they don't like it, and I understand that, but I think that everyone should at least watch it to give it a chance. You might surprise yourself and love it, or you could prove yourself right and hate it. But I think you should at least give it a chance. Even if you don't even watch the prequels, just watch the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy. That's what I would recommend. Like, I think the prequels are nice, they help, but they're supplemental, they're not necessary. What supernatural being was that? That was my porg! That's the new penguin creature in The Last Jedi. Everyone's hoping that it'll be at number 8499. I guess we'll see. Ever heard of a game called Yokai Watch? Yeah, I've heard of it. Never played it, but I've heard of it plenty. What am I dressing up for on Halloween? The First Order Stormtrooper in the pictures that I took on Twitter. Wait, it's a penguin? No, it's not a penguin. It's a completely original creature. It reminded me of a penguin when I first saw it. It's a bird. It's called a porg. P-O-R-G. Okay, next one's 8499. We got two more chances of getting a shiny. That one was not it. How old am I? I'm 25. I might seem a lot older than some of you might imagine. Might even be younger. I don't know. But yeah, I'm 25. It's hard to remember that sometimes. Here we go. 8,500. No shiny. No surprise. Well, that's that. This was a nice, short, hour, 20-minute stream. So, hope you all enjoyed. I'll probably stream again later this week. Don't know. Hope you all had fun. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more. And thanks to my mods for doing mod stuff. You the real MVPs.